All right, good morning, everyone. Dan Hunt with the JSKA Rochester Virtual Dojo. It is a Saturday class, and today we're going to work on our hip rotation, hip vibration again, and then we're going to go through a few katas by request. One's going to be Bassai Dai, another one's going to be Gankaku, and then we might get to Gion at the end. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, a little different class than I expected, just because we have a smaller number. Figure we'd tailor it to the folks that came to the class today. So let's get this started, and we'll spotlight. Mark. There we go. All right, tie your feet together and bow. All right, let's do some warming up here. Run it in place. Inside and outside with the leg. Try not to move the body too much sideways. Forward and backwards. Hi, Peter. Welcome. Okay, jumping jacks. Change the arms. Change the legs. Change the arms again. Good, hips around. Switch. Arms around. Switch. Front and back. Elbows up. And bending at the waist. And while you're stretching your hamstrings, bring your arm up and back. Switch it. And engage the shoulder. So working the back side of the shoulder. And down all the way over to the right. And to the left. Right. Toes out. Use a little bit of squatting. Make sure you push your knees toward the toes. Hitch. Run. Feet. Go. Hook. Hitch. Punch. Shoot. Shoot. All right. Easy kicks. Right side snaps. All right, knees out to the side. And some back kicks. All right, small circles with the shoulders. And to the back. Palms forward. And rotate to the back. Palms up. And rotate to the back. Palms down, palms to the back. And rotate to the back. Take the fingers and roll them back to the back. Forward. and switch. I know most of you don't have to worry about this, but I've got a little bicep tendon tightness in the muscle there, so that really extends that bicep muscle as you tip that wrist backwards. All right, let's put left leg forward, front leg, back leg, my giddies, hitch, knee, just easy kicking, warming up, thumb, feet, and go. Switch legs, hitch, knee, thumb, feet, and go. Good, long to the right. And rotate the hip forward, open, close, open, close, open, close. All right, go a little longer. Okay, shoulders back, hips forward. And straighten the front leg, pulse it down. Get the muscles used to being longer. All right, let's go the other way. All right, open and close, open, close, open, and close. One more, open and close, go long. All right, straighten and pulse it down. And up. All right. So straighten up your gear, your close. So one of the things we've been working on is our hip vibration and hip rotation, and kind of been talking about it in terms of how to add to our techniques, but also using hip rotation can help with moving the body. Okay, so think about it. If I take all this side of my body and push it forward, that's moving an awful lot of weight forward in a kind of a quicker manner than just trying to step forward, right? So the whole idea of stepping is to get onto our new back leg as quickly as possible so we can drive through it. So if I want to get on my right leg quickly, I got to bend in and I can start driving sooner in the process of getting to the front position. The other part of this is not only the push off the back, but also turning that hip forward and using that push off the back, pushing the hip forward, and then letting my hip drive the body. So I'm using this whole side of my body, I'm driving it forward and getting that mass moving a little bit sooner instead of trying to drag this foot this way and leave the hip back. I want to get the hip forward, and the foot's still going to be the last thing in. It's just going to catch me, but I want to rotate the hip in. So one of the drills I did the other day with Tony Byzantiner in our private lesson was just a little exaggeration of the hip rotation and how to use it in the step. So let's everybody get into a front stance, left leg forward, open the hip. Okay, so what I want you to do just right now is just do the close the hip. 1, okay, 2, and 3, 4, 5. All right, now I want you to close the hip and I want you to step through, but I want you to take that step into just a ready stance, kind of facing off to this side. So it's going to look like this. Okay. And I want you to have the hip get there first, and then the foot just is catching your balance. So if I didn't put my foot down, I would end up with this leg only, like I was going to kick that way. All right. So I want this hip to rotate, and I want you to step out and face the side. 1, and back. 2, and back. 3, and back. 4, and back. All right, let me see what you guys got going there. Make sure we're doing it right. All right. Hitch. And back. Good. See if you can keep your posture tall, Peter. Okay. And try not to go backwards first and then going forward. So everybody create some pressure from the ball of your front foot into the foot of your back, into your back foot, outside edge. And then just push off the back and push forward. Itch. Good. Neat. All right, so Mijo, your hip and foot are kind of moving together. I want your hip to advance, be in advance of your foot. So then you're kind of catching yourself with your foot, and your foot is kind of behind your hip. Itch. Yeah, Masa, you got it going there. Good. Neat. That's better, Mijo. See how much faster you're going, and you're kind of feeling a little bit off balance. Okay. Don't sacrifice the speed because you're a little bit off balance. Go ahead and move fast, and then try and figure out how to get in balance using your muscles to kind of keep yourself collected. Done. All right, Marcus, see if you can move that hip a little faster. All right. See. That's better. Okay, Peter, not necessarily so long. Just turn it. And in a kind of a stand up, one shoulder width wide stance. See. All right, good. Still a little bit tipped forward at the top. Push your hips forward just a little bit more. Go. That's better. All right. So let's go back. Let's go to the other side. Anyway, I'm going to keep everything visible there since we're doing the same exercise. So now let's go to right leg forward. Okay, just rotate the hip forward. No step yet. 1, 2. Feel the back leg pushing. 3, 4. You see how when you push this forward, how that foot tends to want to stay back there as you're rotating it forward. So a couple more. 3, and back. 4, quick, back. 5. All right, now let's do that step. Get the hip leading the foot, or leading the leg, or yeah, the foot. And then the foot just kind of, the leg moves in behind the hip and catches yourself. So that hip's got to move fast, fast. Ready? It's, and back. Neat. And back. Sun. And back. Chi. And back. Go. All right, so Masa, I want you to turn completely sideways, facing that way, okay? So I want you to turn completely sideways. We're not doing a front stance yet. We're over exaggerating how far that hip's got to rotate. Okay. Okay, let's do 5 more. Ready? Itch. And back. Nip. That's it, Peter. Good. Done. All right, Marcus, I think that hip can move faster. Close that hip really fast and just let it keep going. Ski. That's better. Good. Go. All All right, nice job, Mijo. That's nice and quick. All right, let's go back to right leg. Or left leg, sorry, left leg forward. All right, so now I want you to do that same stepping forward with the hip closing, and then we're going to get to that 45-degree open on the step. Okay, this is assuming we're going to do like a block or something like that. All right, so I'm not going to go all the way facing this way, but I am going to go to the 45 angle with the belt knot. So I'm going to rotate this hip and then step forward. Okay. Now I could go all the way over here, but that's going to kind of destroy my stance, but I don't want to do that. All right, so let's see if we can push, bend into this front knee, push, and end up at that 45-degree hip belt knot. Ready? It's and back. So the challenge, Moss, is to not go too far and end up kind of in line or having the hip rotated too far to your left. Ready, knee, and back. So again, we're still, the big driver is getting onto this front knee the soonest you can. So this is the most important thing, but I can add to it by rotating this hip and getting my leg to move forward. Done. And back. See. And back. Peter, you moving fast today. Go. Nice. All right. Good. Other leg. Same thing. Open the hip. It's. And back. Knee. And back. Done. Back. Feet. Back. Go. All right, so Mijo, one of the things I'm seeing in your back, in your new front leg, is that knee is turning in this way. That means you're turning your hip too far and your foot's going with it this way. So when you step forward, when you get to the middle, that knee, foot, hip all needs to move forward, just straight this way. Open the back side up and let that open. But you got to keep the knee pressing forward and not turning in. All right. All right, so let's do the same thing with our back stance now. So this one is kind of, it's the same way. The thing that makes it a little bit more challenging is that you're having to come from further back in the front knee. So this got to really move an awfully long ways to get into the driving position with your new back leg, which is your front leg right now. Also, the push off for the hip can start way earlier. So that means that hip is already turned over by the time your foot even gets close to landing. Okay, so let's do that. Rotate the hip and face the side to your left. Ready? It's and back. Knee. Back. Make sure you get into your front knee and pivot on the ball of the foot. Done. Back. Knee. Back. Go. And back. Now let's do the step forward. So the hip position is going to be the same. It's going to be 45 degrees facing that way. But now we have to adjust our back foot into it with a pivot to get fully 90 degrees. And the step forward has got to be in line. So we got to keep everything nice and tight. All right, ready? So squeeze. Bend into that front knee and drive. Itch. Okay, so a lot of times what people do is they'll bend into this front knee and then they'll leave this hip back here and then they'll try and step that way. You got to get that hip moving forward. Knee. And back. Tongue. Back. All right, Peter, it looks like you're coming outside with your foot. Watch this. Watch this. Watch my left leg, which would be your right leg, kind of coming. See how there's daylight? Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to squeeze those thighs together. All right, squeeze those thighs together as you step in. Yeah, that's better, but you still, I don't know if you have a propensity for a little bow leg in this, but you started off here, and then when you got to the center, they were both like this. So you got to keep them in this way. Okay, a couple more. Itch. That's better. Knee. Back. So same thing with you, Miho. Squeeze those thighs together at the knees. All right. The feet don't necessarily have to come together, but they do have to squeeze the thighs together so you can get a little bit more. That's another addition you can make to the adding speed, is everything that's pulling you forward and driving you forward will add to speed. All right. Itch. Chi. And back. Go. All right, good. Let's go back to right leg forward. Same motion. Okay, let's just do the full step this time. It's and back. So the challenge is make sure everything lines up in the right spot when you're at the end. So you have to be able to control that speed. Knee. Get into that front knee. Done. That. E. And one more. Go. Good. All right. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Any questions on that? Any comments, questions? It's all working good? All right. All right. All right. So let's actually get started into our couple katas we're going to work today. So let's start with Bassai Dai as requested by Masa. All right. And bow. All right. Right hand into left. Okay. So it started off here. Then the toes turn in. Leave the pivot on the heels and bring this just in here. No need to bring it out wide. Just bring it into here. Okay, it's down by your belt. Okay, so from here we're going to reach back. Elbow is going to be flat, arm to elbow, even with the armpit. Step forward, lean or lift the knee, pushing forward, and we're going to drop downward. Downward. So we're high here. As I lift, lean forward or press forward and press in. Okay, this kosadachi, I see a lot of people do this where you're like way wide. No. Kosadachi should be pinky toe on the back foot, even with a pinky toe on the front foot. Okay. All right, here we go. High bow. Come on. Okay. Left arm back, right arm up by the ear. 1. Now stepping out, drive with the right foot. Uchi-uki to the back of the room. 1. Open hip. Now uchi-uki the other side. 2. Okay, so here's another opportunity. Use this hip to help you rotate as you go into the next one. Sotuki mate. It's uchi-uki ni. So we're going to step backwards. So this hip is going to come backwards as I scoop. 1. Send that left arm out. And sotuki. And then uchi-uki, shorten the stance just a little bit because it's over-rotated knee. And then come to left leg over, stack the hands, left on top of right. Okay. Again. There we go.
Sensei, did I miss the scoop? The scooping motion?
I said scoop, but did you
okay,
miss that?
I must have missed it.
Okay. All right, we'll highlight it when we get to it again. Let's come on. Ich, knee, san, open, close. Okay, check your clothes. Don't try not to have this, right? That sometimes people push so hard that they change their angle. This leg has to be involved in the centering of the stance. Okay, so tuki ich, uchi-uki ni. All right, here comes the scoop, Peter. Use the hip, scoop, totuki, uchi-uki. And stack the hands, bring the left leg over. Okay, so this is a little bit bigger than a regular yoi stance, just somewhere in between. Okay. Okay, extend, breathe in. Okay, as I start to come out, I have my palm going up, and then I rotate it, pressing forward. Okay, so my hand is kind of at a 45-degree angle. Feel like all my power is coming through this bone between my pinky and my wrist. Okay, so all my energy from my center, from the floor coming up and out. So I breathe in, then breathe out. Okay, let me go into your mirror mode here. Ready? Ich, knee. When you get to the end of this push, there's a punch for a vibration. And then an uchi-uki, hover first, then twist. Punch, cover first, twist. Okay. All right. So let's go from stack the hands. Press. Punch, cover, twist. Punch, cover, twist. Okay, now step forward, shuto. Ich, right leg, shuto. Okay, now we worked on this hip rotation to help us move forward. This should help our technique stepping in this kata as well. So back stance, get onto the front knee and push that hip forward. Knee. Okay, stepping forward, and then we're going to step backwards. Knee. Go. Okay, now rotate the hip forward. Catch. Okay, so this hand, right hand goes under the left and pull. Okay, so from here, I'm going to change the front stance under the left and then pull down. We've got lots of tension here. Okay, hands are like this. Fingers on the wrist, thumb is on the forearm. Okay, and we'll stop after the shuto and after the kick. So one, catch, pull. Now from here, we're going to pull the knee up into this space inside here, up into here, and then we have to time the pull and the drive down at like a 30-degree angle, yoko kikomi or fumakomi. Then I got to lift this knee up sideways and a shuto. Okay, so go to the catch, lift the knee up, kick, lift the knee up again, shuto. All right, let's go back to the beginning. Any questions on that so far? Masa, are you good? All right, so Masa, try not to. I saw you do this. Okay, so from here, try not to turn your body this way and let the legs go this way. Try and have the counter rotation with your right side here. Keep this right here. So my chest is more forward. It's not square to the world, but it is more forward, not straight sideways. Okay, so from here, pull, and then I'm gonna pull up this way. Pull up this way as I kick, and my chest tends to be maybe about 30 degrees off center. So from here, maybe 30 degrees this way. And then the kick is 30 degrees that way. So, you know, the whole thing is kind of 90, 60 to 90. Okay. Yes, like that. Yep. All right, here we go from the beginning. Bassai Dai. Yo. Ich. Ni san. Shigo. Rook. Hitch. Hot. Two. Hitch. Nissan. Shigo. Go. Rook. Hitch. Hot. Two. Chip. Hey. Shuto. All right. One more shuto. Itch. Pull back. Double agyuke. Now, when you separate, okay, the separation is only about 8 to 12 inches, not so far. You go out way out here, 2 feet. Picture their arms are trying to grab you, right? Or you're underneath their chin and their arms are coming forward. You want to keep this kind of tight because if you go too far, they can release and come down the middle. So from here, lift, separate your arms, okay, step forward into a front stance, double sotuki, halfway up with the back leg, press, tsuki, okay? Want you to take and shoot the hand down like in Hyeonyon Godan, and then come back up, okay? Big down block, itch, knee catch, Mikazuki Gary, itch, elbow, 1, 2, 3. So 3 down blocks, okay? Personally, I like to think of these as not really down blocks. I'm trying to hit them with this part of the technique, and this here is just changing, keeping pressure on the backside of their hips, okay? All right, so let's go back to the catch at the top. All right, so come close to your video here, catch, okay, Fumakomi, hitch, ape, and shuto, knee, shuto, pull back, double agyuki, and punch. Okay, strike in, groin cover face, standing all the way up, manjigamai. All right, big down block, keep it up, chich, knee. So this one's palm up to palm out, Mikazuki Gary, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So palm goes up when you make these, okay? I've seen people just do, leaving it here. I like the palm up, so I'm rotating in and hitting with this part of my arm as I'm coming into them, okay? So 3 of those. All right, let's see you guys do this all the way through. All right, we're almost done. All right, here we go, Bassai Dai. My, itch, Nissan, Shigo, hitch, hutch, ku, ju, itch, breathe in, and breathe out. Itch-ni, hanshi. More hip rotation, Masa. More. There you go. Now, does your front foot feel like it's kind of being really torqued on? So move your front foot just a little bit more to the back of the room. There you go. Now there's more room for your hip to rotate, right? Yep. Itch, shoot up. Nip. Tanchi. Peter, you were moving so much faster when you're using your hip to move forward, and then now you're not. Come on, use it. Itch. Go back, Peter. Go back, shoot though. Your right arm goes directly under your left. No outside first. Itch. There you go, better. Good. Itch. Knee. Shiko rook. Keep those shoulders back, Peter. Kind of leading with the shoulders, not the hips. Itch. Twist that hip. There you go. Knee. Sun. Chi. Breathe in, breathe out. Go, rock. Sit, Hachiku. All right, good. All right, let's go from there. All right. So from the last down block, okay, when you bring your hands to the back to stack them, turn the hips and get into an inline stance. Bring this out. Double punch, Yamauke or Yamazuke, right? Punch here, okay? And then we're gonna come back in, we're gonna breathe in, turn to the 45 degrees, and then step out, exhale. Itch. Breathe in, exhale. Okay. Reaching up with the right arm. Use that hip to rotate as you make that turn again. Pushing down, then come up and down with the elbow or with the fist. So here, up and down, boom. I see a lot of people do that. 1 and 2. Hit it, drop it down. Hit it. Now this fist has to come, see where my leg is? It has to come at least to my hip position, forward of my belly, forward of my belt, and then from there, up and down. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Arm is parallel to the floor. Okay, shuffle up, shuto, out to the 45, itch. Now lead with the hip back as you step out. Watch my foot. So if I'm here, I'm going to squeeze my legs together. See how my knees come together, and then I'm going to step out, doing a back stance, facing away from where I just came from. So from here, squeeze it in, bring the hip in, push out. Then shuffle in, turn that back foot in to be square. 1, shuffle, 2, shuto. 8, ki. And finish. About. Okay, so the 2 ki are on the yoko kikomi and that last shuto. Okay, any questions? We'll go through it one more time and then move on to a new kata. All right, here we go. Bassai Dai. All right, so Masa, when you do this first move, don't leave this left elbow down. Bring that elbow up, like picture maybe somebody's holding on to you from behind, and you want to elbow them here. So you got to get this elbow up here to their head level, right? Boom. Okay. Here we go. Come on. Bassai Dai. Itch. Ni-san. Shigo. Hitch hatch. 2. 2. Itch-ni. Sanchi. Go. Okay, use that hip to move yourself forward. Nip. Sanchi. Forward and back. Itch. Knee. Right. Itch. Itch. Ni-san. Chi. Go. Hook. Itch. Touch. 2. 2. Itch knee. Sanchi. Itch. Knee. San. Chi. Go rook. Hitch hot. 2. 2. Itch. Yeah, I might finish. And bow. All right. Peter, one thing I noticed earlier that I didn't get to mention is on this one here, have your hands come under, not up this way. Okay. Under, you can get biceps involved. This way here, basically just shoulders. not a whole lot of bicep involved in this. So from here, twist this and roll it up this way. Okay, you can be really strong this way. This way, I don't feel so strong. This way, and I got to get my back involved in it too. As I rotate that over, my back seems to loosen a bit. Okay. All right, Masa, we good? Think you're good? All right, excellent. Okay, let's do some Gankaku then. All right. All right. Hey, Bo. Okay. So the first move here is right hand up, left hand behind it, and into a back stance. Okay, with our right leg back. Then we unwind it like in Heian Godan, hammer fist. Okay, Gyaku. And then full spin around and do a down block, pivoting on the ball of your foot, do a down block to the back of the room. Okay. So again, let's start over. I'm now off of your mirror again. So right hand up, left hand behind it. One. Unwind it like in Heian Godan. Hammer fist, reverse punch. Now I'm going to do a full pivot, Gedan Barai, Kibadachi. Okay. And one of the things that I kind of like to do with this one too is not move my body forward as I'm making this Gedan Barai. I kind of like to keep that angle of the front leg that way, so that the hip is staying back, the angle of the leg is kind of still the same way, and I just bring my right leg over the top of it. All right, again. Plus. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Okay, this one here is kind of a challenge to stay vertical. Miho, do you have a question?
So when you turn the arc leg, the back leg,
Yes.
ball of a foot. You use both foot to center.
Yeah. Well, your front leg stays here and pivot on the ball of the foot.
Okay.
Pivot on the ball of the foot.
Okay, thank you.
There's quite a few sensei that try and tell you to pivot on the center. I don't know how to do that. My center doesn't touch the floor.
Oh, yes.
It doesn't. It doesn't. I don't, unless you're a flat-footed person, and even with that, your center's touching just as much as the rest of your foot. So I don't know how you pick center to pivot on. So it's either got to be ball of the foot or heel.
I think
go ahead.
I think because if you think about ball of foot, you are head up because it's tiptoe looks like.
Yeah, but
So
even when I say ball of foot, I'm not suggesting you want to be up here like this with the heels off the ground. It's still barely off the ground, maybe quarter inch, less than that. And when I pivot on the ball of the foot, I'm just not having a lot of weight on my heel. You could even scrape the floor with your heel.
Right.
But whatever it is, and we've talked about this, is that whatever you need to do to get your foot rotated into the position you need, everything needs to foster this thigh squeeze in. So if I'm going forward, this thigh squeeze in is ball of the foot. If I want to do heel, I'm going away from each other, right? When I pivot on the heel, when I step forward. Now, if I step backwards, here, and I want to pivot into a Kibadachi, what brings that thigh in? Toes moving and heel staying pivot. Okay.
But looks like scraping the floor kind of thing.
Yeah, a little bit. So I still, I don't come off the floor more than you know, 1/8 inch, quarter
Yes,
inch.
yes. Mhm.
But sometimes you're right. Sometimes I just scrape the floor enough so that I can get the foot moving. Okay.
Makes
All right,
sense.
here we go.
Thank you.
Yoy. Okay, so coming off to the side, reach up, right hand, left hand. Unwind it, hammer fist, reverse punch. Full pivot, 1. All right, big turn, front stance, Jujuki open hand, pull down to neck level. Knee toe bigiri, 2 kicks. So right leg, left leg, and Jujuki low. Okay, now we're going to take this left leg and move it all the way over there, turning to our inside and pull our hands over to our right side, Jujuki low again. So you should have your left leg forward. Let's go back. Okay, so we just did left leg forward, Jujuki low. So now I'm going to take all my hands to my right side of my body as I turn into it and step out with the left. And then low Geidan Barai with a low left hand elbow at the belly button. 1. Okay, step forward, same thing with open hand. 2. Bring the hands into the center and press forward, tate shuto this way. Okay, front stance. Then we're going to collect the thumbs in, double uchiuke, open hands, kibadachi. Hands go up, left hand moves, or left leg moves. Okay. So again, let's do from the down block as you've made that turn. Jujuki high, open hands, pull down. Knee toe bigiri, double kick itch. Jujuki low. Pull it in. Jujuki low, down block with the left arm over the belly button. Fist is forward of the body line. 2, same thing, shuto low. And then press forward, tate shuto. Tuck the thumbs, haito, and then go up. Move the left leg, Geidan Barai, or double Geidan Barai, or I'm sorry, double yoi. Okay. All right. Good. All right. So let's go back from the beginning again one more time, and then we'll continue from there. Let's Gankaku, yoi. Itch, bring it side, right, left. Itch, unwind it. Hammer fist punch. Big down block. Jujuki high, pull it down. Push into the back leg. Big jump. Jujuki low, and Geidan Barai low with the backside arm forward. Shuto low, 1. Double press. Okay, tuck the thumbs. Haito. Yo. All right, now stepping out with the left. Back stance. Manjigamai, 1. Step through on the front side, same thing, 2. Step through on the back side, same thing, 3. And then change your left foot to straight this way and tuck the right leg in underneath it. Kosadachi and low Jujuki. Double uchiuke, kiba. And this time move the right leg. Yoi. All right, hands to the side. Elbow twist. Right first, then left first, and left second. And Kosadachi, double uchiuke. All right, so go back to the tate shutos in the front. Tuck the thumbs. Height those. And yoi, moving the left leg. Manjigamai, left leg, 1. Front side, 2. Back side, 3. And Jujuki low. Then come back up. Kiba. Then yoi. Elbows on, or hands on the hips. Twist, twist. double uchuki kosadachi. Okay. Questions so far? All right, let's see what you got. Yeah, Miho.
Sorry, second, this one is a closed hand, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, open hand for the
Yeah,
first one.
first one is open hand with the thumbs tucked, hitting with this part of your arm. You don't want to hit the thumbs out. You're hitting on the outside. This one it's
Yeah.
uchuke, hitting with the fist.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, here we go. Gankaku. Yo. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Change your stance to front stance and pull down. Good. Ich. Nitobi Gary. And Jujuki low. Big turn. Jujuki low. Ich ni. And mate Gedanbarai. All right, so Peter, bring that elbow more forward, bring your fist forward to your body, and put your forearm on your belly button, on your backside. Yeah, there, and kind of facing downward a little bit more. No, talking about your left arm. Yes, there you go. Bring that elbow more forward. Yes, there you go. Now, same thing with the next one, open-handed shuto. Ich. All right, Miho, you can come forward just a little bit more with your right arm this time. Yes, there you go. Knee. Press. So, Marcus, cross your arms and then push out. Yes, there you go. Squeeze in. Cover both hands and tuck your thumbs, Marcus. There you go. And hands are slightly at a 40 or slightly open, not square to the world. They're slightly open this way. Okay. Itch. Move your left leg. Miho, go back to the height those. No, I just want you to go straight up. Don't bring your hands down. Go straight up. Yeah, they still come down. Don't let them come down. Just go straight up. There you go. Good. Itch. Knee. Sanshi. Boom, boom. And then step back, Peter, with your right leg. Jujuki low. Kosadachi. No, not even close. Okay, so from here, right? You're here. Boom. Yes, there you go. Itch. Stand up. Uchuki, double uchuki. Yeah. And up and down. Bring your right leg in. Elbow, elbow. 1, 2. And pivot and double uchuki kosadachi. All right, good. So Peter, one thing about your kosadachi. See my feet? Okay, this back foot should be behind your front foot, not inside of it. Okay, so leave this one back just a little bit, not a lot. Maybe put an inch front to back between your front foot and your back foot, and squeeze your thighs together and your knees. Put your back knee inside the back side of the joint of your upper and lower leg. Okay. All right. So let's go back. Let's go to the next part. Okay. So from his double uchiuki kosadachi. Okay. My battery's running low. Hold on a second. I gotta plug me in here. Hold on. Don't let me. I meant to plug in earlier, but I didn't do it. All right. We're back in business. All right. So from here, double uchiuki. So we're gonna bring our arms in. Bring our arms in as I come up. I'll bring that left leg up the leg and tuck it. Manjigamai. All right, so I'm in a regular bended knee. Now I'm going to overbend as I sink down and pull. Stack the hands, left on top of right. Then I'm going to do a side snap kick, back fist, and I'm going to step through into a front stance oitsuki. Itch. All right, ki there. Okay, pull back. Same thing, pull down. Side snap kick, this time gyakuzuki. Kibarachi. Then one more arc to the back. Pull it in, sink down. Side snap kick, back fist, uchiuke. Full gyakuzuki. I'm sorry, full gyakuzuki. Kibarachi. All right, so let's go back to kosadachi double uchiuke. Right foot forward, left foot back. Okay, cross the elbows, standing up. Then as you pull the arms down, sink, side snap kick, back fist, oitsuki ki 8. Pull it back. Sink, side snap, back fist, and gyakuzuki. Itch, yi, san. Okay, so let's see you guys do this part. This tends to be a challenge. So you have to keep a couple things going. One is posture, okay? The other is eyes. If you're looking down, that's going to change your weight distribution going forward, as well as your posture gets a little bit out of whack, and you'll have to make adjustments in your center and your backside, okay, and in your groin. So from here, as you step up here, keep your eyes up. Same thing here, keep your eyes up as you sink. All right, and that way you're not losing your balance, and you gotta have your core tight, your back tight, and tuck underneath with your buttocks. Okay, here we go. From that double uchiuke kosadachi. There you go. Itch. Okay, bring that right arm up a little bit. Elbow should be about even with your armpit. Itch. Sink. Sink, 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 sink. And then fire it off and lunge punch and ki. Yep. Itch. Bring the front leg back. Should be manjigamai, miho. There you go. Manjigamai. Correct. Itch. Now sink, 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 sink. Fire. No, goes. Yep. Fire it off and full gyakuzuki. Itch knee. Itch. Back of the room. So miho, you got to get your tempo or your timing right, where the leg finishes at right behind your knee, not so low. Bring it up higher. Now bring your left leg up higher on your right leg. There you go. And your hands need to end when that foot gets to that spot. Okay. Itch, sink, and fire it off. Go. Good. Make sure you keep that a kibarachi, Peter. Good. All right. Any questions on that part? All right. Let's go back to the beginning and we'll run it to there. So miho, what I was trying to get to was, all right, so you're at this oitsuki at the top, right? Watch my arms and when my foot and my hands end. Okay. So from here, everything comes together and I finish by lifting the buttocks and the leg all the way there. Okay. So try and get those arms and legs coordinated with the timing. All right, here we go. Gankaku. Ayoi. All right, Marcus, the first move is over off to the side with your right hand. Left hand gets even with your body line. And then the right hand leads, and then the left hand comes in behind it. Okay? So think of it as I'm going to slap the guy, right? Slap the guy. Slap the guy, and then I'm going to back fist him with the back side of my hand on the left hand. Ready? Ich. Knee. On sheet. Go. Hook. Six. Touch. 2. 2. Ich. Knee press. Hook your thumbs. Aito. Go straight up. Oi oi. Manjigama. Ich. Knee. Done. Chi. Go. Hook. Same thing. From here, just go straight up. Ich. Knee. Sun. Chi. Up. Finish the legs. Finish the hands. Think. And fire it off and Loitsuki. 8. Now right leg. Knee. Pull it down. And Gyakuzuki Kibadachi. Ich. Knee. Sun. Now the next one, we're going to reach out this way to the front side of the room. Change the front stance. 1. Okay, so it's shuto to the neck. 2, elbow. 3, pull down. Put the left hand on the back side of the right hand. Okay, so I'm here. 1, 2, 3, pull it down. Okay, because my next move is going to be here, right? As I make the turn. Okay, and I'm going to pull it up and around, and my left hand is going to be on top. So right now my left hand is on top. Okay, and then to make this turn, I need to go this way. This way, because I got to go all the way around and sink and pull to here. Okay? All right, so from here, reach out, front stance, or fudodachi. Then front stance, elbow, then pull down, then pull all the way around, pivot, 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 lift, sink, and lunge punch, ki. 8. Okay, so that move, that pivot, is really, really kind of the hardest part of the kata. And then the second hardest is maintain your balance in these movements, okay? So the way you get that right is you take this arm here and you use your hip rotation to help you get around. So from here, up, and you sink at the very end to kind of set your position. So you have to time this pull and this sink same time to get you to settle, okay? So that's the challenge on this one. All right, so reaching again, right arm, fudodachi, left elbow, 1, pull it down, 2, now go up and around, 3, pivot, sink, fire it off, and oitsuki, 8. Now from here, my finishing the kata, cross the legs, and pivot, and bow. All right, any questions on that last part? Miho, you got any?
So last is up and down, or when
For
you
which?
pick them,
At the very end?
at the very end, go this, go.
Yes, correct. Yep.
Sensei, either I got this super wrong big shock, or do we not? Is this one of the katas where we don't end where we start?
Oh no, we end up to where we start.
Okay, it's me.
Yeah, probably. So some of those the times where folks aren't getting there, I think it could be is that your lunge punches may not be driven as far as they should be, or you're sliding on one and not on the other type of thing. So yeah, it's a challenge to get back. And I think if you find yourself at your starting spot on this one, okay, stepping, and you're not, and also the other part that can screw you up too is if you move the wrong leg in. Okay, so like on the first one, it's move the left leg in. So now I'm starting further this way. If I move the right leg in on the first one, I start further that way, which will screw up my end position. Okay, same thing with the double uchiuke here. Okay, so yeah, let's try and I'll see if I can point out where you should be at the end or at your start point, but one of the spots is right here. Okay, all right, here we go. Gankaku, ayoi. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Now here could be a spot too, Peter, if you don't take big long steps, because this is supposed to be a double jump, which means you take a lot of ground. So you got to take big long steps on each of the steps. It's ni, san. There should be 2 full steps forward. Now big turn. Ich and low gedan barai. Make sure that left hand is forward. Okay, belly button should be about mid forearm. Ich, knee press forward. Tuck the thumb. Double haito. Yoi, move the left leg only. Okay, manji gamai. Ich, knee. Big pivot, big turn backside. San. He should have your left foot right on your start mark. Ich. Knee, move your right foot. Elbow, elbow, twist. Hey, manji gamai, up, sink down, back fist and lunge punch. Aight. Okay, manji gamai, sink down, fire it off. Gyakuzuki, keep it up. Ich, manji gamai, stink, side snap kick, Gyakuzuki. Okay, reach, catch, fudodachi, elbow, front stance, tuck it in, go up and over, pivot, sink, lift, and fire it off. All right. Peter, you didn't do any of that. So, all right, let's go back to the elbow. 1, 2. Now I want you to pivot all the way around, face the back of your room. Okay, you can just use a couple of different steps. Tuck your left leg. Okay, pull this, hands closed. Now fire off a side snap kick, back fist, and a long lunge punch. Ich, step in, oitsuki. There you go. You should be right at your ending mark. And then you finish. And bow. Okay, so if you don't take that big step lunge punch at the very end, you're going to be way off. Okay, and extend. So our hip is going to go out and back, and then drive forward as we deliver that side. After we deliver the side snap kick, and need to get into the oitsuki. So from here, out, back, and then step. Take a big step. Wow. And oitsuki. And then you can kind of tell how far. Good news is you're right here, right? Here. You're right here at the very end, right? So you know how far you got to get. So wow, really take a big step. Boom. Okay, if you're too far away. If you're too short, you take a little shorter step. Okay? All right, last time. Let's do the whole thing together. All right. Gankaku. Ayoi. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Rook. Hitch. Touch. Two. Two. Hitch. Knee, sun. D. Go. Rook. Hitch, hutch. Two. Hitch. Knee. On. Hitch. Knee. On. Hitch. Knee. On. D. Go. Rook. Hitch. Touch. Right. Now step forward, right leg, Peter. Step forward, right leg. Hitch, finish. And bow. All right, so let's refresh that last move again, Peter. Somewhere it's getting lost on you. So hook punch or reverse punch, facing the back of the room. Okay. Reach one, right, elbow two. Okay, pull it down. Pivot all the way around. Bring the left leg up. All the way around, Peter. All the way. Even further, even further, even further. Pull that right hand back all the way to the back side of your hip. Closed fist. Now, fire it off. Kick, back fist, oitsuki, lunge punch. There you go. That gets you back home, right? Let's do one more time. Last time from that. Okay. Hook punch or reverse punch. Okay. Not a hook punch, Peter. Full reverse punch. Yep. Catch, elbow. Okay. Pull it back. Pivot around. Sink. All the way. Keep going, Peter. There you go. Side snap, kick, fired off, lunge punch. Good. Finish. Cross your legs. Arms up and down. And bow. All right. Does that help, Peter?
I remember I had a problem with exactly that same spot last time we did this.
No problem. Miho, any questions?
It's okay. Thank you.
You good? Okay.
I'm thank.
All right. All right. All right. Marcus, sorry we didn't get to your jitte or your Jion today, but we'll do that another time here coming up. I would guess, my guess is probably into the new year. But maybe yeah, probably into the new year. Okay.
Hope I'm available next Saturday though.